One of the coolest things about Desmos 3D is the ability to graph vectors in 3 space, also 2 space if you'd like. The way you do it is you just type in vector and then parentheses with the 2 points, the initial point and the end point there. And then if you want to do another one, you just go up here to this the little edit list, and you can hit this duplicate, and then I can just do another one entirely if you want. So like maybe -3 instead, and now I've got a new vector. So you don't have to type all this out again. Another thing you can do to label vectors is label them V1, V2, V3, and all. What you can do, I'll show you how to do that. You just type a V, let's go down here, a V and then a 1. And when you do that, it'll automatically assume it's a subscript. You don't have to go down or anything like that. And then equals, and then type in what I've typed here, whatever you want. All right, so so I've done that with this vector. All right, and starts at the origin, ends at 2, 3, 4. And I've done that with V2. All I did to get V2 is I went up here, I hit duplicate with V1, and I just put a V2 there instead. Okay. All right. So anyway, I did that for V2. Here's V2. I just changed the endpoints. And now I want to add them. So what I can do is I can say V3 is V1 plus V2. And that's the advantage of labeling them like I did here. All right. So I just do V3 is V1 plus V2. And you see that that could possibly be the vector that is a diagonal of the parallelogram formed by these 2 vectors. So what I've done is I've shown that it is indeed the diagonal by moving this one here, or drawing a vector that starts at the end point of the orange one and ends at the end point of the red one. I figured that out, and then I can do the same with the orange, putting the orange one here at this, and now I form a parallelogram with the purple and the orange. And you see that the red vector is a diagonal of that parallelogram. It's the diagonal that starts at the origin and goes outward. So it starts where the 2 other ones begin, their initial points, and it goes outward. That is the diagonal that is the summation of these 2 vectors here. All right, now if I want to do the subtraction, V4 is V1 minus V2, I do that. Notice that that's this vector here, but if I want to show you that it's actually part of, it's the other diagonal of the parallelogram formed by the purple and the orange. One thing I want to show you also is, let me just take a lot of these away, is I can go over here, if I go to the edit list, and I click on this, I can change the color, okay, but I can also change the width of it. So I can go 2, see, notice the width changes. I can do 2, I can go all the way up to 5, where it gets really thick. And so this can differentiate different vectors. That's pretty thick. So if you want, you can make it maybe just a 2, and now you have different thicknesses of your vectors. So that's an introduction to it.